All right, everybody, what is up? How is everyone doing this evening? It's Saturday. You know what that means. Time for some more building, some more giveaways, and I think extra exciting tonight. We'll be announcing the winners of the Grunt Destruction contest. Should be exciting. Let's see. What's up, Commander Wolf Hadley, Jason, Banham, James Clark, Ray Guns, Judd Simon, Wampa Builds, Red Hood, Brian C, Viral Hacker, Gunpla Viking, Gunpla University, Project D, Mina GU, Arab Moose, Gecko D76, Project D. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Brandon Stevens, us on Top Chat. Uh-oh. Probably did miss a bunch then. Faust, Jayhound, Shalom, Wampa Builds, RDD End, Pathologically Cute, Brandon. I'm probably repeating them at this point. Gojira. What is up, everyone? Okay. Anyway, let's start. Get into it. So, couple special things for tonight. We'll be doing the giveaway. 3 kits this time. If you saw the announcement, I got 3. I picked out grunt kits in honor of the contest. So we'll do each of these a separate drawing at a random time throughout the night. But we'll have the high grade Leo, a bunch of those in the contest. The GM ground type, another pretty cool high grade kit, and the C6R6 Zaku 2 high grade the Origins. Any of those Origins kits are great kits. From what I hear, I haven't built any myself, but they're supposed to be really nice kits. And of course, if we happen to hit 1,000 concurrent somehow, I still have that perfect grade unicorn. And then of course the winners of the Grunt Destruction contest and all that stuff. So we'll do the Grunt Destruction stuff probably a little bit, like right around 9. Thereabouts. We'll start talking about that in depth, but thank you guys for all showing up, and I'm gonna start working on finally getting the head of this thing done. On theme, exactly, Brandon. I mean, you can't go wrong with grunts anyway. Idea for sticker: bronze, silver, gold. Could be a lot of stickers to make though, for not a lot to give away. And God bless you, Mr. Nick. Thank you for the professional packing as always. Building it out. Awesome, man. Jason, can't wait to see the Grunt Destruction winners. I can't wait to roll them out. This has been an exciting week and a half or so. Tons of amazing entries. Incredible work by a lot of people. The final 4 that we got were all amazing builds. But that said, I'm also just really looking forward to putting this whole thing behind me. I need a break. All the logistics of running all these matchups and making sure all the judges get their votes in, tallying them up, all that stuff was a little more work than I had anticipated. Excuse me. Just finished up GL's cool, man. Just a little bit. RDD, let's see. Minyanji, good evening all. What's up, Minyanji? Michael Rogers working the 00 Gundam 7 sword. Awesome, dude. Which one? Assuming like the high grade or something. And thank you, Ashley Sills, for the sub. C11 and 12 are next. Gunpla Mango, what's up, Azai? Jason side events are always hard work. Yeah, you said it. I mean, it's totally worth it. This has been a good event, so I'm not gonna complain too much about it. But I'm definitely ready to not have to wake up and worry about getting all that stuff out. So. Commander Wolf, any idea on FM Lupus Rex will be back in stock? I'm not totally sure. So one announcement I guess that I can make tonight is that all the the details of the lease have been hammered out, so I should be signing the lease on a new space early next week. And that's the main gating item I'm placing. My next big order is getting into that space. So sometime early September, I'll be placing some huge orders to restock, which actually, that reminds me too, maybe I can talk about this now, and let's see if I can go grab the link real quick so I can throw it in the chat. The sale that I mentioned, if you got the email, code is active, good, shareable link. So, because of, I can't find my screen here. So because we got the lease, is pretty much, it's all but a done deal at this point. I mean, the landlord wants to sign, I want to sign, we're all good. I gotta start making ready for this move, so I'm going to be trying to get rid of is the wrong word, try to liquidate some inventory and try to make things easier to move. So we have a sale going on tonight through the end of the weekend. There's a limited number of items for said sale that are on sale, and it's based on which items I've got partial cases of and the things that I'd rather sell than have to try to pack back up and take off the shelves. So 15% off on those items. The sale is limited to a fixed number of customers. So after we've hit that number of sales, the discount code's automatically going to go disabled. And that's primarily to make it so I don't go insane trying to pack orders if the sale goes crazy. We'll probably do some more sales between now and the move, just recalibrating every few days to a week or so. So I'm going to throw the link to that collection into the chat, and that way if anybody's interested in checking out what is on sale, you can take advantage of that. Definitely some good kits there. It's just mainly things that it's reverse of usual. It's not the things we've got tons of, it's the things that we only have, a few of, that it's not a full case, not going to be super convenient to pack up and move. And then I'll announce it publicly after the stream, maybe. But I figured I would give people watching the stream the heads up. We'll see if we max out the purchases on that code before the stream is out or not. What's everybody been up to today? My day was pretty good. Well, it was up and down. Went on a little short hike in the local town forest with my family. Took the wife and kids on a little jaunt through the forest. That was fun. And then I had my home file server that I use for media backups of things literally almost caught fire a few days ago. So the code is moving, I believe, and if you use that link, it automatically will apply that code. So it will apply it at checkout. You should see it on the cart when you go to checkout, I think. So the server I had, literally like the power supply, just, I don't know what happened to it, but it was like overdrawing current. I think it finally died. It's a pretty old machine. And so I bought a new supply and started trying to fix it today, and then found out that the hard drives have a corrupt file on that basically won't let it boot, so I gotta figure that out. Spent the good part of the afternoon just frustrated about that. Kind of sick of computers again at this point. Actually, a jaunt through the forest sounds lovely. It was nice. Other than having to carry my my youngest basically the whole way. He's apparently gotten heavy. But it wasn't too bad. Not a hard trail or anything. on to the 15%. Yeah, yep, Mr. J on 15% on the items only in that collection, and that collection will update as items become no longer valid, which is basically when they go out of stock. Where is this going here? Already, when does the sale actually start? It is valid now. That code should be valid now. Oh shoot, did I miss a nub here? And let's see, Dylan Perry, you got the pallet rack issues figured out? Yeah, so basically I found out that I don't think I really need pallet racks. We're just going to go with some heavy duty shelving. I think I was getting ahead of myself with the pallet racks. It'll be a little bit more efficient for retrieval of the items that I was going to put up on those top shelves without the pallet racks. The shelves will be cheaper, easier to customize, don't need to be bolted to the floor. So it works well. Banham does a combo with Live 10. It does not. None of our codes can be combined with other codes. So if you want items that aren't on that list, but you want to use Live 10, you got to kind of play with which option is cheaper for you, I guess. So very good deal, man. Glad you found a solution. Yeah, me too. It was took a little bit of research to figure that out, but it was I think a much better option. Louis Wong, I'm sorry. You ask, when does the moving sale end? So it should end of tomorrow, or when we have hit that number of sales, which is relatively low. So it could be tonight that we hit that. It's just to keep myself from having to pack like 400 orders tomorrow to get everything out on time. So I want let's try the 14 and 15 here. So last time I ran a large 15% sale, we did the flash sale July 4th, and it was just 4 hours, and it completely floored me for the weekend. So I'm trying not to overdo it all at once. So if for some reason you don't have the funds now or whatever, you're not in a position to purchase, there might be another one coming down. I just can't guarantee when or how many of these sales we'll do between now and the move. I'd just rather sell items that I would have to repack than repack them if I can. Try to minimize the amount of packing I have to do. Actually, Esther Rikers are already on the site looking. I'm excited. Nice. So yeah, I'm excited to find this better option. I think the shelves will work out better. They'll give me just as much space, maybe more. They're definitely cheaper because pallet racks are designed to support a whole lot more weight, and I just don't really need that amount of support. Man, I might just end up buying stuff every weekend. I'm not feeling guilty anymore. Broken, you have the habit of being guilty over spending. That could be good or bad. Dylan Perry, we're closing on our house. I'll have to catch the next sale. No worries, man. Congrats on closing on a house. You guys must have gotten a killer deal on your mortgage. The interest rates are super low right now. I kind of wish I could refinance, but I have a feeling my financial situation would not look good to a bank right now with everything going on with the business. Robert, there's so much on the sale list I want. You're making it so hard to stop growing my backlog. I feel your pain, kid, robot builder. gunpla exactly why we bought now. Awesome, take advantage of it. I mean, when I bought my house, we bought it kind of right at the end of the right when the market was really low, with the whole 2008 crash. As things were starting to recover, so we managed to buy fairly low, get good rates. Now I'm open to winning free stuff again. Well, we'll see. With 3 separate giveaways tonight, there's a pretty good chance. We'll probably do the first one right after the Grunt Destruction announcement, and then the other 2 will spread out further into the evening here. 23. Giveaway hype, Grunt Destruction hype. Yep, absolutely. I can't wait. Aaron asks, how's everyone doing? Good question. How's everybody doing? I'm doing fairly well myself. I think I already listed. I had some good points today and some more stressful ones. Still gotta figure out that computer thing. James Clark, well, I guess I need more kits waiting for the replacement from Bluefin. Man, that still sucks, James. In a way, I'm kind of glad the bags were sealed with the lost part, because now you can at least definitively know that you didn't lose it, it didn't get lost in transit. It was it's definitely a factory issue. Which still sucks though. Complete Risk got the dubstep vibe going on. What song is this? Like too many tabs open with everything prepped for this. Moonlight by Wantola, Wontolla. Riders love the sales going on, but find the advice stencil, extra guidance, standing sticks, LED beam sabers, and the MG full armor unicorn Gundam funnels for short. I don't blame you, man. You say what's wrong with the computer? The power supply died, Red Hood, like smoke and everything. I replaced it this afternoon, but the hard drive and whatever problem that was had an important boot file corrupted, so I'm trying to figure out how to work around that so I can at least get all the files off of it. The server's like close to 10 years old. I really want to retire it. I just want to get everything off without having to recreate stuff for my backups, because that'll be a pain in the ass. BBR2 contestant builds were sick. Eventually get at that level of creativity. Yes, I totally agree. There were tons of awesome builds. I mean, everybody's awesome who entered just for giving it a try. it was definitely, it's always challenging the first time putting your work out there for a contest, knowing you're going to get judged, everyone's going to see it and be looking at it in a critical eye. So anybody who jumps in on something like that definitely should be patting themselves on the back for the effort and just giving it a shot. So they're all great from that perspective. But the top builds, there were a lot of really good ones. I am not envious of the judges for having to choose. There are definitely some tough choices in there. RG. Commander Wolf Hadley just ordered 4 kits. Awesome, man. Thank you. That really helps me out on multiple levels. Ashley, we are super excited for you to have this warehouse. We definitely see you being the major East Coast Gundam guy. Yeah, I hope so. I got big plans, so hopefully everything continues to go well. I'm definitely a little nervous with the warehouse thing having a much bigger fixed expense than I've had for the business, but I think we'll figure out how to make it work. Scott says, hi everybody. What's up, Scott? James is funny, but it sucks. Yeah, definitely does. At least you'll get the part. They'll get it to you. It just might take a little while. Michael Rogers, yep, you'll need to hire help eventually. I don't think I need to hire help. It's just a matter of how fast and how much help. Jason Geller, you could use a Linux kernel to get into the drive. So I used a live image, and I was able to, I can access the drive, at least the storage part, without any problem. The monitor I'm using, or the machine, just kills the monitor. So I think I have to like get it to fire up an SSH server so I can shell into it, not have to use the monitor, and then I'll figure it out. It's just a pain in the ass. Tom Bone might have to reformat. No, hopefully not. I think I can get to it. Buy 3 items. Code says invalid. So either that code went fast or you used the code on the wrong items, maybe? What was the code, Fost? Did you use as moving, I think? I'm about to make you regret that $13 shipping. Uh-oh, Mighty Wise Guy. Mini Anji, today the East Coast, tomorrow the USA. Yep. Universe, I enjoyed judging with some crazy, gorgeous builds. Yeah, there's so many good builds for this contest. A lot of excellent work. Commander Wolf Hadley code worked on my order. Ashley Hester, who did the contest entry where it was submersion water diorama? It was my favorite entry. I'm in awe of whoever you are. What's his name? I should know all these names because I had to go through all of them. I definitely have the top 4, top 8 or so memorized because they showed up so many times in all the rounds here. Pretty deep, please have a wall in the warehouse and put everyone's slap up there. I'm gonna do something, whether it's a mat or something. I'm gonna find some way to put community slaps up somewhere where they'll be visible in videos or something. Mr. Gian, it's a fresh haircut, Nick. Fresh as in, what, like 2 days ago? Basically the same haircut I always get. Things are getting a little long. With the hair thinning out, I gotta keep it short or I look kinda weak. Live 10 should, Live 10, oh crap. I forgot to reactivate Live 10. Moving is active on that special collection. Let me fix all this. Too many screens. Okay, so I'll put that moving sale link back in there, and let me reactivate Live 10 because I screwed up on that one. I was so busy thinking about everything else. So let's turn Live 10 back on. There you go. Live 10 should be active now. Sorry about that. I'm so focused on getting everything ready for tonight's stream for the contest. Andrew B, number 8 was the water diorama. Assuming we're talking about the same one. Yeah, that's the one, I think. That sounds right. I knew it was a low number for the entry number. That was a good one. Some of these builds, it was really disappointing they got knocked out as early as they did, but there were so many good choices. It's hard to get everybody's builds to the end. All right, so we have 350. Wow. Alrighty then. So many screens you have? I guess 3 or 4. I've got, if you're talking about computer screens, I've got 2 screens right here. Usually I've got them both usable, but I've got one pre-staged for the contest announcement tonight. So until I'm done with that, it's gonna make things a little harder to switch around. He's Pollard. Love Freddy's build. Such a great sculpt on the creature. I can't believe I made it past him. Yeah, that was a close one. A lot of these were really close, especially towards the end there. Okay, A1 and C10. Do a couple more parts here, and then we'll talk about Grunt Destruction. Respects to the wallet. Sorry, Nick actually wanted that Penelope. Man, those things, like, they're really cool. They're a pain in the butt to pack. So if you place an order with one with a bunch of other stuff, that actually makes my life easier, because then I don't have to feel bad about a big box for extra big box for that kit to get it to fit. For some reason my Andrew face on cam is super blurry, but the working cam is clear. Yeah, but why is that? It's not focusing. I thought it fixed itself. It's like not bright enough in here or something. If I get more light, will it focus? Hopefully it will go back into being not blurry. If I go over here, it's not blurry, right? Can I force that to zoom or something? Or not zoom, focus. That looks better, right? Maybe. Looks like Japanese censorship. BKDX just turned in moving sale. Yes, so the moving sale, everything's hammered out with the lease. I'm signing it on early next week. Hopefully Tuesday. So in anticipation of the move, I'm trying to clear out some items I don't want to have to pack back into boxes. Is there a way to add to an order I did earlier, or do I gotta eat the separate shipping fee? Searchlight, you can send me a DM. I just can't guarantee the items are there. Or if you place the other order and send me a DM, I could probably combine them manually if you don't want to miss out on something, and refund the shipping on one of the orders for you, or whatever the shipping is to hit that max out point. Just check your store. What are real touch markers? Real touch markers are, I don't know, they're just a variety of Gundam markers. They tend to be more realish kind of tones and stuff. Some of them are pretty good for getting weathering effects. Nike came a little bit late. Not too late though. Haven't done any of the contests, either the giveaways or the contest announcement yet. So be doing all that stuff really soon here. Man, these parts are small. Material Redhead seems to be acrylic base, so it's cheaper than lacquer, but do not use it if they're going to be issues. I know that all the Gundam markers are definitely not lacquers and stuff, because they don't have warnings on them. There's no issues with shipping those. Nike, a lot of those entrants for the Grunt Destruction are really good. I totally agree, man. There were a ton of good entries. Try to finish the Musha Mark 1 MG before we finish tonight. Also, they make acrylic-based poly in a spray at Lowe's. Interesting. We using a pledge to top coat Nick. Oh, okay. Sorry, there's like two different conversations going on, I think. There was the questions about the markers. The pledge debate seems to be a debate every time. Got the order, yes, red and blue frame, Astray, and Talgie's orders. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Faust. The paints, the Gundam markers are enamel based. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I think enamels are usually come with warnings, though. I think they're like an oil based something, but I could be wrong too. I just know there's no warnings on them, so I don't have to worry so much about the shipping of them. Commander Wolf, good choice, Faust. I agree, those are some good choices there. Master Grade Tall Geese is a nice kit. Audio dot. Oh, it's back. Okay, cool. Oh, sweet. Just two more parts for the head, and that'll be a good place to break here for Grunt Destruction and make this announcement. And it's how you do my part to help you to move less to the new shop. I appreciate all the help on that. Should hopefully allow me to buy a lot of new stock between the amount of space I'll have in the new warehouse and hopefully some money freed up from liquidating some of this stuff to make the move easier. Should hopefully put me in a good position to stock up after the move. Mikey any cake or pie tonight? No, at least not yet. I don't know if something's coming. I think my wife was working on something earlier. But I haven't seen it yet. I tell you, appreciate the sale and selection. Yeah, just trying to clear certain stuff out. Try not to go crazy on things I got tons of, because those, most of the excess is in cases. So those cases will be pretty easy to move since they're already packed up. Just throw them on the moving truck and get them over there. Like, how are you going to organize your inventory in the warehouse? Do you have it set by series or by grade? I'm not totally sure yet. I do kind of by grade and then by series right now here, but this will be a chance to kind of reset things. Technically it won't matter. I'm going to have some sort of bin organizational system that will let the picking software tell you where things are, so you don't have to go looking for them. So with a system like that, in theory, I could put anything anywhere, but I'll probably try to keep similar stuff together just because it will make my OCD feel better. Brandon Stevens, do orders have to have a Gundam model item to have a 40th anniversary code, or just anything Bandai, considering against the 30-minute missions? I'm not sure what the official answer is, but to me, as long as it's Bandai, if you ordered an action base, I would be more than happy to throw one of those codes in there. I think that counts. James Clark, 2 more kits to the backlog. Thank you, James Clark. I'm almost afraid to look at my sales notification that keeps popping up on my phone. I'm sure I got a busy day ahead of me tomorrow already. I mean, I usually do on Sundays anyway at a normal weekend. Okay, how are you going to display kits at the shop? So I'm not too worried about displaying them. I'm going to have shelves for everything, but displaying isn't super important since I'm not planning on running it as a normal retail operation. At least not right away. So that's one less problem. Do I have these on wrong? How are these supposed to fit on there? There we go. That's a little better. Put the head up on there. Let's see here. Just want a super bot that's not too expensive. Blah blah blah. You know, a good thing when you get constant sales notifications. It is. Just means a lot of work, no sleep, like Gojira says. Nick, you have no idea. We're gonna have so many kits. Great. We'll see if that's a record for number of boxes to go out. Put this off to the side. And when you... Okay, cool. So when you're open, are you going to display build kits in the shop? Oh, so I might put a display case in there for some builds. Probably near where the media part is. Where does my mouse go? Did my mouse just die? Appears to have died right before I'm ready to do this announcement thing. Let's see if I can get this other mouse to work then. That's convenient. Nike, do you sell official Bandai water slide decals? We have a few. I need more. Cluster hopper weight moving sale. Sorry if it already got mentioned. Also, what should I pick up from the options? So yeah, we're having a moving sale because the lease is coming. We're moving to a commercial space. Hopefully in September sometime. And as far as what you pick up from the options, there's tons of options. It doesn't necessarily you don't have any entry for most of Gundam Age in your catalog section because we don't had any Age stuff really. So we got to add that, but I haven't seen much of it. It's like that panel line metal guide things. May wait till you get more versions. Yeah, we got some other stuff, some other cool announcements coming. Okay. I go to my other mouse here. The other one died. So let's talk Grunt Destruction. Let's do that. So I'm going to switch to this view here. I'm going to cycle through a lot of these builds here as I talk about the contest here. So what do I want to say about it? Mecha Warehouse Grunt presents Mecha Warehouse presents Grunt Destruction. This is the contest we've been running for a while. And we've been doing the voting over the last week and a half or so. Tons of amazing entries. I've been super impressed with a lot of the builds, especially as we got down to the final 32, 16, 8, 4. They've definitely been really hard decisions to make. I'm glad I haven't been one of the judges because I definitely do not envy the tough decisions these judges have had to make. So I'm going to kind of cycle through these as we talk about this. This is the number 8, the one in the water that was being talked about earlier. I thought that was a really cool build. It definitely looked awesome. Anytime anyone does resin, the resin water effects is really cool. A lot of these entries seem to have cotton explosion effects, which is really cool too. I think people went all out on some of the details in some of these, trying to represent the damage and stuff. It was pretty incredible. And to answer your question, or what you said about the mouse X Nike, I do have a wireless mouse. I've got a Logitech. I've got a couple of them actually, but I think the batteries just died. And I'm not about to go run down and grab batteries. That's why I swapped. So some really, really cool builds. And they definitely ranged from some of these pretty much snap builds to some cool diorama stuff. This one made it pretty far. This was in the top 8, number 15 here. Super detailed diorama. The Leo was definitely a very, very common grunt to be destroyed in this contest, which makes sense. It's pretty inexpensive and a nice, easy build, so one's not so painful to destroy if you're going to destroy a kit on purpose anyway. I think this one made it to the top 8 as well. Definitely a few jesters this time around. goodness here. So another top 8 build here, I believe, if I remember correctly. I don't think that's painted either. It definitely didn't require paint to get all the way. I think that's or to get towards the end anyway. I think the top 4 were all definitely painted builds though. So more of this awesome LED cotton explosion effects. I'm assuming everybody's speechless since the chat went quiet, and it's not because the connection dropped out somehow. So Mini Anji's build, he's definitely here in the chat. Red Hood, did the judges give critiques with the scores? No, we didn't require any sort of critiques for the scores. Yeah, so speechless. Everybody's speechless. We didn't require them give any sort of critiques. We just had them vote on each matchup. I'm hoping to put together some sort of video with at least some of the judges. And this was another pretty cool one. I think this one went pretty far. I think it was either done underwater. It's like almost hard to tell, but the way the shadows are, it looks like it was underwater, kind of. Which is pretty cool. But I want to do a critique video with some of the judges and run through at least some of these entries and get the judges to talk about what factors might have played in, and try to give people at least some general ideas of what they could have done better or what might have won them over in the matchup that they lost in. Because I think one of the best things about doing a contest and entering a contest is kind of seeing and getting that feedback from experienced builders and judges and the like, to see how you can improve, what you should focus on next as you kind of improve your building technique. This was a top 4 entry. This is one of the candidates to win tonight. For the second and third and fourth place match anyway. It's one of those entries. This one made it pretty far too. This was a top 8 build. Another really cool cotton effect. I almost dropped my phone in the water so many times. I can imagine. So we'll see. The hard part about that will be making sure the video doesn't get too long. This was one of my favorites personally. I'm a big Gundam Wing fan, and I thought this was incredibly well done. I was disappointed when it didn't make it to the top 4, but it was up against some good matches. A lot of scenery in these builds too. A lot of diorama bases and vignettes and stuff. You get such an even color in the cotton. I assume it's airbrushed or sprayed somehow. I just probably love the one with the sand rock. Yeah, that was a good 44 was a good build. I mean, a lot of them were good. It's so hard to choose, but 44 was one I was pulling for. This one, Gunpla Mango in the chat. This is his build. This was let's make it to the top 16, I think. Awesome one. We got the Zigok here. I think the thing that the aspect I like about a lot of these is they kind of tell a story, even if it's like a brief story. Like you can see the beams hitting these suits here. You can kind of tell us what is going on. The Nobel 101 thing was the grunt should have been the focus. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. It could be worse. It could be better. Arguably, you could make that same case for a lot of other ones as well. Like Wasteland Mecha's build. Technically, the grunt was the destroyed Zeta on the ground. And I think that was lost on a lot of people looking at that build, based on some questions we got from people about the Jesta cannon. This is another, this one is in the running for first and second here. This Rick Diaz. This is super well done weathering. Excellent execution and detail work. We're almost to the end of the set here. I should have queued up some sort of like drum roll music or something, sound effect to use when we get to these announcements here. When we get there, I plan on announcing the winner of the third and fourth match, and then the first and second match, and then we have the community prize as well. I'll be very nervous. I can imagine, man. I've never competed in one of these kind of contests, but I know the nerves from when I fight is just crazy. But then again, it's a little different when someone's going to try to hurt you. At least you'll know, Reese, that you're coming away with something. Even second place is pretty good in this contest, I think. Bunch of cold districts in this one. Here's the, this one was a really out of the box, kind of out there in my opinion. Pretty cool. But really stood out because of the alien. A lot of Leos cut in half, man. Feel bad for those Leo pilots. Split Jim was very well executed as well. Yeah, absolutely. Didn't know he was going to punch me, and I was very happy to make it all the way to second. More cotton effects. It's a big ass alien. Yeah, someone's been feeding that thing. This one was another amazing one, number 64. The photography, I mean, I had people questioning whether this one was actually altered or not. If you look at Graphics Narcist, look at his Instagram page. He's got pictures of the photography set up, so I'm convinced that it was real. I think it's just expert photography. He used some sort of picture in the back here, as well as some very, very careful lighting. This one is in the running for third and fourth, up against number 40. This is another really different one with the kaiju thing here. Creepy monster thing. I feel like I should have made my Leo diorama like the heat show tells it had thrown at it instead of having sandrock slicing into it. It would have looked cool too. Lots my monitor. Yeah, I think I saw your chat on the Discord about using your monitor as a lighting source. That's a really cool idea. Sniper here. Some more effects. I really like the level of detail people try to put in. You know, wires hanging out and trying to replicate damage in process here. This is the other entry up for first and second, number 70 here. This one was really well done too. There's the photography and just level of detail, just absolutely beautiful. And almost done with looking at all the entries here. GMs are definitely popular. Some more GMs here. Is that it? All right, we're back to the beginning of the list. So, excuse me. Without further ado, let's get around to announcing. So, first announcement we'll make is the third and fourth place matchup. That was number 40 versus number 66. Sean M, aka Wasteland Mecha, versus Freddie T, aka Freddie Was Wrong. Both amazing builds, and I don't know, drum roll please. Should have got sound effects for this. Maybe next year we'll up the production value. And here we go, number 3. Third place here was Freddy T with the kaiju destroying the Leo here. One of the things I thought was coolest about this one was the like splatter effect behind the Leo. Just incredible level of detail there. And yeah, it just, the work that must have went into sculpting that is probably incredible. And so Freddy will be getting a $50 gift card as well as an HG tertium. Okay, and now second place. Drumming on my desk here. And second place was Reese P, number 53, RP Gunpla with the really detailed Rick Diaz here. He'll be getting a $150 Mecha Warehouse gift card and Master Grade Barbatos. So another incredible build, just the level of detail. I think this, in some ways, didn't stand out as flashy as some of the other ones, but clearly the execution carried it really far away and shows you that you don't necessarily need to be flashy to win. It's all about getting doing the details right is in a lot of ways more important than just standing out as being different. So congratulations, Reese. And everyone can probably guess then, our first place was Yenchai Z, number 70, with the tier and ground type here. And like I said earlier, I think this one was amazing. The effects and the cotton there, totally crazy. The detail of the dude kind of sliding down that rope was just incredible. I don't know. I really like this build. I had a feeling when I first saw it that it was going to make it towards the end, if not win. So I guess my spidey sense was right on that one. So Yenchai will be getting a $300 gift card to Mecha Warehouse and a Master Grade Kyrios. So congrats, Yenchai, on being our champion. So I got one more announcement to make. So we also had a Discord community prize. These kits that were given away, by the way, were provided by Bluefin. They're the big U.S. distributor of Gunpla, and they were very kind to reach out and offer some additional prizes. And so they gave me a high-grade Leo weapon set as well, with those 3 other kits that have been up for prizes. And I thought it would be cool to involve the community a little bit, and specifically decided to use the Discord community to help select and vote in entries. So what I had them do was we had nominations on Thursday, and let people throw an entry in that they thought deserved to be considered for that prize. And then Friday I took all of those entries and let people vote on them. One of the rules there was that if the winner of the community prize was one of the first, second, or third place winners, they would automatically have to pass that on to the next person, because I didn't want to double up that prize. And so we voted on that. Pretty handy victory in the voting on that on the Discord. And so our last prize here, I'd work on my desk drumming, was number 40, which was conveniently our 4th place anyway. So Sean, congratulations on winning the high-grade Leo weapon set. Another excellent build. In a lot of ways, I'm happy to see all our top 4 takeaway prizes. And yeah, like I said earlier, anybody who entered put some effort into this contest, whether you won or got knocked out in the first round. You should still pat yourself on the back for giving it a try. Hopefully you learned something from it. Hopefully you got some enjoyment from it. I know I did. And but I'm definitely really glad it's over, so I can rest a little bit and not have to stress out over finding or recording votes and the like, and taking care of all that stuff. That was a lot of work. So with all that said, before we move on to going back to the build here, I think I'm get the start on the backpack maybe. Let's do our first drawing. So let's start with that Leo. So we got a high grade Leo. Will be up for grabs. So anybody who wants this high grade Leo, let's throw a number in the chat. Let's throw a number between 1 and 150 because I want someone to actually win this right away. So we'll have the next prize for the next drawing. So throw a number between 1 and 150 in the chat. If you've never done this before, if you're joining us for the first time, only once please. Don't post multiple numbers. Even if your number seems to be taken by somebody else, don't post a second number. I can deconflict it if multiple people get it. We'll flip a coin or whatever it takes to determine who won there. And yeah, we'll draw this prize and give away this Leo. I might have to actually record who wins these. Get a notepad out. I can probably turn that back to my live scene here. I'm gonna need that in a second. Don't need the calculator. That would be bad. Calculator is not a good way to get a random number. Between 1 and 150, I'm gonna need get my other screen back. Woo! A bunch of orders. Where am I looking? Here we go. I need that window. I'll call time in a second here. But you'll probably see time in the window in the window before you hear me say this. Boom, time. So the number is backwards on the screen. Why won't anything ever focus? 22, number 22. Hopefully you can see that. Do we have a number 22? Melissa S has a 22. Do we any other 22s? I think it's just Melissa. Melissa, you're the Melissa I think you are, right? On Discord and such. So feel free to send me a DM, email, whatever. I might ask you some questions. We did have someone try to commit fraud a couple weeks ago and try to steal the prize from someone else. Now, Killer, the number was 22. So, so close. Yep, Gunpla University, very close. So I'll do another draw for the next prize in a little bit. I want to start working on this backpack. So Leo is spoken for Melissa S. Do I have a pen? I should have a pen. All right. Don't forget, guys, if anybody joined in this late, let me grab this link again. We do have this moving sale. What does it say? Oh, it must be interesting. We got this moving sale. I'll throw the link in here. Go on 15%. There's a select set of items that are on sale in that collection. So yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't yet. Already at the end. How long is the birthday coupon valid for? I want to say it's a month or two, maybe even 3. I forget off the top of my head. But it's definitely not like a day-long thing. You've got some time. Man, it feels like this huge weight off my shoulders getting those announcements out there. And one number 5 here. I should add it to my to-do list that I got to contact winners. All right, and I need A1, 3, and 4. G32. CP, I'm newish to Mecha Warehouse. Would anyone be able to send me an invite to the Discord? So the Discord CP, you automatically get the invite if you make a purchase. If you have made a purchase and for some reason you didn't get it, maybe it went to your spam filter or whatever happened, feel free to DM me on Instagram at Mecha Warehouse. Email me, nick@mechawarehouse.com, and I'll definitely get you that invite link after the stream today. We keep it for customers only, not because we want to exclude anybody, but pretty much only because it helps keep the place very civil, I think is the right word. It tends to be relatively drama-free because everybody's got a little bit of skin in the game, and we don't have people just popping in just to harass people or anything. CP, awesome. Thanks for taking a look through my inbox. Yeah, if you can't find it for some reason, let me know and we'll get you sorted out. For some reason, so I don't know if it goes to spam for some people or if there's like some email setting that you select when you check out that prevents it from going out. Because it seems like a decent number of people don't report having ever gotten it. But I think it's either like your turn marketing off or something. So that's a good crew over there. Thanks, Melissa. Josh Burdick loves the Discord. Thanks, man. So that's the same. I'm late. Justin Olsen. Oh man, I'm late today. Well, you missed the big announcement. We're doing 3 different giveaways. We did one already. We still got 2 kits to give away. And the other big announcement, it's not up on the screen, but we do have a moving sale. It's back up in the chat a little bit. 936, I think, was the last one. If people can't find it, I can always drop it back in there again. But we're doing a sale. We got all the details hammered out for our lease, so we'll be signing early next week. And so I'm trying to move some of the product that's on the shelves that would be a pain in the butt to pack back up. I didn't know about the Discord software I purchased on a whim after getting bombed with FB ads. Glad I did. Service is great. Discord was an amazing bonus. Glad you like it, man. Jacob Temkins, for the moving sale, the price is already reflective on the page, or does it apply in checkout? It's in checkout, so those are the pre-sale prices. So you can take 15% off whatever those prices are with that moving code. Jacob Temkins, congrats on the big move, by the way. Thanks, dude. Yeah, whenever we run a sale, like even if we talk about a sale in the email, the prices are still going to be at checkout because there's a rule with the distributor, at least with the Bandai products, that basically say you can't advertise a price more than 10% lower than MSRP. We can sell it for less than that, but that price has to be that price has to show up in a cart or something. It can't be advertised. Eduardo, congrats, Nick. It's awesome seeing your business flourish. Thank you. I'm excited. A little bit nervous. It's a big move. Definitely going to increase my risk a little bit. Because of this new fixed expense that I'll have to pay whether I make the sales or not, but I think we can work it out and get there. So all the kits I bought my last order are on sale. We got a lot of stuff on sale with that moving code. So I believe it's just moving. There's a specific collection. So there's the link. Should be in the chat. Put you up by picking up a nice big Turn-X. Thank you, Lock on Hobbies. Appreciate it. You seen Linkin Park Gundam? What a cool collaboration. I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it, though. I probably should go look for it. So I'd better just place me an order. Thanks, Todd. Eduardo, what are you going to do with all the extra space in your garage and attic now? So the garage, I'll be able to put my wife's car back in the garage and my car back in the garage. And the lawn tractor back in the garage. There's a lot of things I would like to put back in there. As for the attic, I think one half's going to become my new office. And so I should be able to, at least eventually, might not be in the next month or two because of other expenses, but I'd like to finish it on one side was always the plan, to become like my new office / studio for like when I do the streaming and building and all that kind of stuff, which will free this room up to become a bedroom for my son, so both my kids can have their own bedrooms, which would be nice to be able to do eventually once we have the space. And the other side will probably become, I don't know, might be a playroom, a den. Maybe it's another hobby room. I'm not quite so sure. We definitely set it up to be able to be two separate rooms, though. They got two separate heating, cooling units. Scott Corporal, feeling that if you keep running your business customer service the way you have, you'll be just fine. I hope so. I think that's the case. It's just whether it grows to a level that supports the expenses. The warehouse, like, I think I can afford it, but at the same time, it's definitely a jump in expenses. So if anything changes rapidly in the lower decreasing direction, I could be in a little bit of trouble, long term at least. But I don't know, I get the warm and fuzzy from you guys that I probably have the help I need if things get tight. I'm sure people will make the purchases they need to keep the business running. Really hope I don't need to beg, but we'll get there. Arrow's got my order in. Thanks, Arrow. Also, does anyone have a decent spot to get some of the non-gunpla merch from Gundam Base? A few things I want to grab but can't find now. Gundam Base stuff, you should look at Side 7 exports. They're pretty much the go-to for any sort of Gundam Base stuff. Did y'all see the glitch in the Matrix just now? Was there a glitch? Did a black cat walk by twice? All right. G34 and 39.
Where the bluest skies they float on by the streets all paved in gold, where under the smiles fair and pretty, our teeth so very white, into the bones of our burdened necks they bite. Baptized in the water, you drain in the way out. You built up your heaven on the back of hell. Divine is the daughter, the dream that you stay out. You built up your heaven
38. RDDN with the bigger space. Do you have any ideas on any other model hobby stuff you'd carry in addition to Gunpla? I definitely want to expand into some of the other Bandai kits that are out there. We'll definitely be getting more Kotobukiya stuff again at some point. we're expanding our tool selection already. You might have noticed with the God Hand announcement. Was it a couple weeks ago? We'll probably be announcing some other additions in the next few weeks as well on the tool side. And we'll see from there. I think some of the Hasegawa Make stuff we'll probably end up carrying at some point. So we'll definitely be expanding that selection. With the increase in space, we're going to start by getting a lot more gunpla kits that we just either couldn't find before or didn't have the space to just expand the selection. Red 7 is the cheapest price so far I've seen. They definitely got some. They're the go-to for that kind of stuff. Compliment go, Nick, you're the funniest music tonight. It's the same stuff like every time we do the stream, I think. It's the same channel. Maybe it's just a random selection or you're paying attention more to the music tonight. I don't know. Oh, Nick, I ordered a couple of the magnet-controlled LED lights from Delphi. They seem to work really well so far. Interesting. I'll have to check those out. I kind of want to try building my own, whatchamacallit, my own, LED product of some sort. Oh, that's why. That's another. Church of Gunpla. Nick, I ordered a couple. Nick, you built anything from Wave Corporation? If so, how's the quality? I haven't. There's definitely some tools and some of the. Like some of their bases and background stuff looks like it's really cool. I want to get at some point. I need to get a line on getting Wave products in the shop, but I haven't played with them at all. Did someone, hey Nick, I know you like jiu-jitsu. Do you follow UFC at all? Only peripherally. I've been way out of the, like half the news I hear about that stuff is when I'm at the Jiu-Jitsu Academy. And I haven't been there since March because of the whole COVID thing. I'm starting to get to the point where I wanted to say F it and stop worrying about my health and go back. I think it would do a number on my stress and anxiety to be able to get some rolling in. Definitely miss training. I have a friend that I think the rumor mill has it that he'll be I don't know if he's going to the Contender again and get a second chance at a UFC contract. Which is kind of cool. I don't know. I'm not sure after this thing if I want to do another real grade. I've got a couple other ones, but I don't know if it's just this one's just super complicated. There's like so many points where the manual just it's hard to read. If anyone else has had that problem before. Okay, H3. Should we probably, I'm gonna do this step and then we'll probably do another draw. Which kit should I give away next? Should it be the Zaku or the ground type? You know, you picked one of the hardest ones, man. This is the one kit that burned me out, and I'm Mr. RG. Well, it's good to know. I guess some of the other ones won't be so bad. I think I've got the real grade Talgies 2, I think. The P Bandai one pre-ordered. I want to build that one and have it with the with a couple Leo space types, I think. Some sort of little diorama display or something. At some point. So hopefully that one's not too bad. Ground type. Looks like the ground type is the overwhelming winner of that vote. So I guess we'll give away that one next. That's what I was thinking anyway. I'll save the Zaku for last. Rogers, I think P Bandai is the Talgies 3. There are both. Both of them exist. I think the Talgies 2 is the one that it might have been the 3. I don't even remember. I know they both exist. I forget which one was recently reissued. I hope it was the Talgies 2. Okay, Talgies 2 is the latest. Perfect. That's the one I want. I mean, the Talgies 3 is a cool design too, but I really want to build... I'm picturing a scene from towards the end of Gundam Wing when Talgies 2 and all the Space Leos are like flying into battle. I totally picture doing those up, maybe like an asteroid in the background or something, having them kind of flying in formation kind of thing would be pretty cool. Let's do the next giveaway here. So let's pick a number between 1 and... Let's do 1 and 130 this time. Number between 1 and 130 in the chat. Only one number each. Don't change your number. We'll deconflict that if we get one, and we'll draw for this GM ground type in a minute. a lot of numbers. Okay, let's cut these out while I'm waiting here. Hopefully we'll get this backpack done tonight, at least. I guess I got weapons, accessories, fuel tanks, all that kind of stuff to do. But that'll probably be next time. 8-1 on number 2. Okay, let me throw time in the chat here. Okay, I said what? 120, 130? Must have been 130. That's what I thought. Won't roll low numbers tonight. Number 30. Number 30. Do we have a number 30? Looks like there was no number 30. Anyone want to confirm that for me? If I'll roll again. Again, I definitely want a winner. Since everybody always asks, apparently there is dessert tonight. I think these are like cookie bites. It's like almost like a graham cracker pie crust filled with some buttercream and some little chocolate chips or something. No number 30. Okay, rolling again. Number 38. I think I see at least 138. Ray Guns has 38. Dylan Perry has 38. Stacy Gonzalez has 38. So we got 3 38s. Are you raffling the dessert? No, Lewis, I'm not. That dessert is mine. All mine. So we got 3 38s. So I'm going to roll a number between 1 and 3, and it will be in the order. So Stacy was the 3rd. So if I roll a number 3, Stacy wins. Who is number 2? I think Ray Guns was first, and then Dylan was second, I think, right? Yeah, Dylan was second. So 1, 2, and 3. Number 2. So that was Dylan. That was the second one. So Dylan, you, sir, are the winner of that GM ground type trial by combat. That would be more interesting. So congrats, Dylan. And I'm gonna eat one of these bites. I should have went on combat. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Good deal. I wish I could share. When we get the warehouse figured out, if we ever do a warehouse get-together, it's like an open-faced cannoli. It's kind of like an open-faced cannoli. It's a really good description of it. Expect a Master Chief description of each bite. I think that's beyond me, man. If we ever get this, when we get this warehouse thing situated, we'll have to break out some top-tier desserts for the get-togethers. I'm hungry, I wish I could share, Commander. Can you package one of those in with my win order when you ship it? I wish I could. I don't think it would survive. We want to ship stuff, actually, cookies. I think my wife should start a cookie business. She makes some really cool sugar cookies. She's even messed around with trying to make a Mecha Warehouse logo cookie. But unfortunately, if you want to ship them online, apparently, at least sell them, ship them commercially or whatever, you need to have a licensed kitchen. Mr. Trash Can Bob placed my first Mecha Warehouse order. Thank you, Bob. Hope you got something good. Complimentary dessert with every in-store purchase. We'll see. If we ever do like a build night or something, we might have to do something. Whether it's just to lure people or just another revenue stream. For your Saturday stream, you should get her doing a cookie making stream. I don't know, people keep asking for that kind of stuff. We'll have to see. I'm not sure she is as comfortable being in front of an audience as I am. For whatever reason, I do okay with people watching me. I have no good app for color mixing. I don't. Make a munchies. Make a portion of the warehouse into a certified kitchen. I don't think my landlord would be happy with that. I think I'd have to get approval first. Do a projector and zoom us in. There you go. Maybe when we hit Warehouse 2.0 and we outgrow this first warehouse, we'll get a space big enough we can get a kitchen in there. Damn, missed the second draw. What was the prize? It was the GM ground type Nike. So the Zaku will be the last one towards the end here. Should be offhand to show our hands and the ingredients. Maybe. We'll have to see. She's just starting to dabble with some social media stuff, so maybe I'll convince her at some point. Oh man, these are good. Like he says, maybe do a build off between you and the wife and see who can build faster. I don't think that's fair. I've built, dozens of kits and she has built like 1.5 at this point. Only way that would be fair is if we had a second round where we had to cook something or bake something. In which case she could help me do mine and I'd still lose. If you open a second East Coast warehouse, open it in Raleigh, North Carolina, so I can run it. Maybe, if we ever get there. I really like New Hampshire, though. I like the ability to not charge sales tax. There's not many places I can do that. How long is the moving code active? Metalhead, the code is active. It should be good until tomorrow night, unless we hit the cap. So I limited it to the first. I don't want to say how many purchases, but it's limited to a certain number of purchases to save me from being completely overwhelmed this weekend. So it could be done tonight, or it could be good until Sunday, or it could be, at the very end. It depends on how many people use it. It hasn't really been publicized outside of the stream so far. I'm probably not sending an email about it. I'll probably mention it in the Discord right after this for anybody who didn't make it onto the stream. And I might mention it on social. We'll see. Depends on how many more purchases there are left before the code runs out. Big ASMR and gunpla MSR at the same time. I'm multi-talented that way. Why do one thing when you can do like 15? Red Hood, get her to a cookbook, or you could send recipe cards out so you can circumvent the kitchen thing, plus no FaceTime required on her part. That might be an idea. Get some Mecha Warehouse cookie cutters made up or something. See if you can build a bot fast and she cooks a dessert. I don't know. She takes her time on stuff, though. She's a very much perfectionist, so it'd take a lot to convince her to try to do it fast. There's not a huge handicap, like you do a RG crossbone while your wife does the Haro loader. There you go. One day my cars will be chased throughout the US. They think will eventually have like 1,000 stores. I don't know, man. I think I like the online model. I've thought about maybe like community centers or something that aren't really stores. But that still opens me up to the tax thing, so. I think the online model is still the way to go. David Cannon, hey, it's my first stream. Welcome, David. Welcome to the stream. Raygun's code. Are you talking about the code for the moving sale? That code is moving, and it's good for 15% off certain items. Actually, why don't I copy the link in again? Pasted that link in there again for anybody who's asking about it, about the moving sale. Of course, that's a good idea. You could sell cookie cutters that are Mecha Warehouse branded, right? That might include recipe for the infamous cookies. Yeah, that might be an idea. I mean, part of her cookie thing is just the decoration and doing the frosting. Sounds like there's a lot of trial and error that goes into it. That's one of the things she's worried about if she were to try to do it as a business, is trying to get consistent, because there's just a little bit of like magic that goes into getting the icing right, the right consistency to create the artwork on the cookies. And let's face it, it is artwork. It's just they're beautifully decorated. Originally, I probably rep neck wherever I go by slapping the Mecha Warehouse sticker all over the back of my SUV. I saw the US store is only a matter of time. David Cannon, I wish I had known about the build contest, but I guess I'll be ready for the next one. We'll probably do another big one like that next year. It was a ton of work, so I don't really see myself doing more than like one of those a year, maybe two if I got aggressive. But we will probably be doing a Discord build contest pretty soon, as soon as I have a little bit of a chance to recover. We've done some, like, we called it a skill builder last time we did it. Super simple contest, really low bar to enter. Last time it was a SDCS Gundam ground type your build had to be based on. And basically the only rules other than that were that you had to attempt something that you'd never tried before. And so it was basically to try to get people out of their comfort zone and try something with an inexpensive kit. Small prizes, really informal judging, nothing super heated competitive wise, but it was a fun little contest, got everybody kind of trying stuff. It's when I built my my Gundam ground type SD kit. Scratch built a base for it. A little bit of modification on it. It's pretty cool. Are the cookies Gordon Ramsay approved? I'm not sure. Does he approve of sugar cookies? He tends to be very opinionated about things, so I might have only built for about a year, painted a few kits and started a few kit bashes, so I'm learning. That's where it's at, man, learning. That to me was the most impressive thing with the Grunt Destruction, is how many people, it was their first time entering and they were just pushing themselves out of a comfort zone. That was a contest, was the first time I'd done weathering and really opened up my building. Yeah, and you see where that took him. That was his first time weathering, and that was less than a year ago, I think. It was when we did that skill builder contest. I mean, it was like after, yeah, it was like earlier this year. Nick Knight just ordered some decals. Awesome, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think they're fun. They're a lot easier to administer, and they help push people to try things. Because I think that the big roadblock for a lot of people with expanding their building is just that fear of screwing something up, having it not come out the way you want it to, or whatever. And I think that competitive spirit drives people to experiment with things. When you have a theme that drives you to try something. I haven't decided what we'll do for the skill builder. We might specify a particular skill that people should be trying, or a particular kit, or both. We'll have to see. Probably wait until after the warehouse move, so I have a few less things to think about and worry about. But I'm gonna start letting my brain chew on what to do next time for that, for our second skill builder. those kind of contests we can run like year round and do one almost like quarterly. Do, 3 or 4 a year pretty easily. And since they're small, simple kits usually, and not super formal judging, it allows people to kind of try stuff without having to go all out. I think we brought out some crazy building with the Grunt Destruction contest because the prizes were pretty darn good. Stakes were high. David says I'm practicing scribing as well, working on the HG Ashimar. Awesome. I really need to work on scribing myself. That's one of the skills I need to really dive into, and plot plating and all that kind of detail work. I need to work on that. I need to work on my weathering. Think about printing a Gundam bust and making it the PC tower. That'd be pretty crazy. I'm trying to master just standard painting right now. Don't know if I want to move on to scribing or weathering after. Painting definitely takes some effort in itself. All right, we've got a backpack. Backpack's on. We've got arms, legs, head. So I think, God, there's so many instructions for just transforming this thing. And then there's all the weapons and stuff. So beam magnum, hyper beam javelin, triple hand grenades bazooka, triple missile launchers, grenade launchers, hyper bazookas, beam Gatling guns, shields. Whew. That's going to take some time in itself. Hit robot builder. About to start my first diorama and weathering attempt soon. Awesome. Kit bash HGZ Gok. I'm going to practice scribing on. Awesome, Dylan. Scott, weathering and dioramas are my goal for next year. Nice. Goals are good. Backpacks are one of my favorite parts to build. Awesome. Panhandle, I'm a chest man. Lupus and Lupus Rex kits have insane mobility. Currently building the MG Barbatos and looking at all the ability it seems like it will have. So there's no Lupus or Lupus Rex master grades, so I'm not sure that the full mechanics compare. So let's do this one more giveaway, right? I think that's probably I'm done with building for tonight. So we got one more to give away. The Zaku C6R6. Definitely don't expect me to give away 3 kits every night, guys, but let's give that one away. So let's do a number between 1 and 120 this time, just to mix it up. Between 1 and 120 in the chat. Remember, only one number each. If someone else posts your number, don't try to find another number. We will deconflict it like we did the last time. And yeah, Dylan, I think you're eligible. David says, I've got a couple of MadWorks chisels. Hopefully I can get the hang of them by the time get around to trying my HG Hummingbird Kit Bash. Awesome, man. How do you like the MadWorks chisels? I want to get some myself. One more of these to eat. Man, those are good. Put time up in there. Let's draw this number between 1 and 120. Number 40. Looks like there is no number 40. Okay, let's roll again. More low numbers tonight. Number 10. I see at least one Italian rockers, but let's see. Backed up to the top here. Italian Rockers has 10. Looks like that's it. So Italian Rockers, congrats. You are the winner of this kit. Unless someone sees another one that I'm not aware of. I think we got just the one, number 10. Awesome, man. Congrats. So we got 3 kits given away. So if you guys won, you guys hopefully know the drill. Send me a note by DM, email, whatever. Just be prepared. I might ask you some questions to make sure you are the actual winner. And such. I'm going to throw that moving sale link in there one more time in the chat. Just so people can have it. I'm going to basically call it a night, I think. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you everybody who entered the contest, the Grunt Destruction contest, with some amazing builds there. Absolutely amazing work. Everybody should be proud. If you haven't, definitely subscribe if you enjoyed hanging out tonight, if this was your first time or something. We do this typically every Saturday night at 8:30 p.m. Build, chat, and give away usually one kit. And but next week, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be taking the day off. I think next weekend I'm going to try to lay low and get some rest and recharge before the move, because I'm sure that move's going to be a lot of stress and effort. So if you don't see an announcement about next week, that's why. But we should be back at it after that. So again, thanks everybody for hanging out, and I guess we'll see you guys next time. 2 weeks.